Quatre, part 3. We're now on turn 11. Now, given the Allied flank was crumbling on this side, at least there's some partial relief from the French. 2 regiments of cuirassiers have arrived, led by Kellerman, to face off against the Dutch Belgians, who formed square, and the British, who are in reserve. In the centre, Jerome's brigade has gone active, and they still hold Gemincourt, but the pincer movement by the Essex indeed broke that French infantry battalion that was there, so Jerome's brigade is down to 5 battalions out of 6, and these 2 brigades here are pretty exposed. In the centre, these French cavalry are now active. Shouldn't have that hesitant marker on them, I'll take that off. So they may have a go at the Dutch-Belgian square because they're just pinned there for the whole game. As we move across here, we do have an uncovered French battalion here, but this particular brigade of 4 battalions unfortunately has gone hesitant, so it has a nice gap here to advance through in the British lines, but no ability to move forward. Over on the French far flank, everything can get moving again. The large infantry brigade here and the Lancers are again all active. So we may see a resumption of the French flanking movement. Over on the extreme left, fortunately the horse artillery managed to roll 3 when it came to casualties, and that was a result of 3, not 3 casualties. So completely failed to damage the hussars, who then swiftly wiped them out. So as we're looking at the table, we've still got a strong French hook against the British left flank. And as we go across the line, they've got to do something to try and break through in the centre. There's still plenty of Allied troops here. The Brunswick Hussars did also charge, but bounced off the French column that they had a go at. So they've fallen back into Quatre in some disorder, but are reforming behind the Alhans. And here, on this flank, you've got 3 brigades of Allied troops against 2 regiments cuirassiers. I think on reflection, Charlie is going to win the right flank. Okay, on we go with turn 11. Right, we're at the end of turn 11, and the French cuirassiers coming forward, perhaps to try and throw the Dutch Belgians back a bit. But unfortunately, the Highlanders made their charge against the farm and are now in, which is good. On the left flank of the British attack, they're now starting to pressurise the rest of Jerome's brigade and pushing up against that hill. In the centre, still anyone's game really. The chasseurs à cheval, the first, were successful and have run down that Dutch-Belgian square and are approaching the line of Brunswick infantry. But the rest of the French attack stalled, and the avant-garde were able to repel the 2 battalions that assaulted them. Over on the far left, the Lancers are now on the flank of the remaining Dutch-Belgian Hussar regiment. The other regiment retreated off the table. So, very much still in the balance on the left, but as we come across to the centre, there's really nothing left on this half of the table other than the 2 French cuirassier regiments. We'll see what happens in turn 12. Right, we've just completed turn 13, and I've conceded. Marshal Charlie has won again. So the 2 French cuirassier regiments charged against the British. The 1st regiment hit the Dutch Belgians. They did a fantastic volley, and they were forced to retreat, which actually has taken them off the table. The 2nd regiment didn't do so badly, charged up. The Royal Scots were able to form square, and the cuirassiers had to retire from that combat. Over in the centre, the Highlanders still occupy Gemincourt. The French battalions again assaulted, try and get their way in, and that right-hand battalion has had to retreat also off table, having been repelled in hand-to-hand combat with the Highlanders. Over here, a little bit of success for the French. The Essex charged that French battalion on the hill and were driven off by their musket fire. Over here in the centre, it was all or nothing for the French. Every unit that could charged. The French infantry battalion charged the Dutch-Belgian guns. survived the incoming fire, but were disordered and forced to halt on the charge roll. In the centre here, the French chasseurs charged up against that line. Charlie rose a 12, I rolled a 3. They recoiled, so no success there. And on the far side, the French infantry brigade again assaulted the avant-garde, and the central battalion in that brigade rolled in, got volleyed, and again was forced to retreat. And then, ignominy of ignominies, finally I thought at least there might be a Pyrrhic victory here for the French, as the Lancers, the Lancer Brigade charged in to the flank, as it was, of this one Hussar regiment. Again, I rolled a 4, Charlie rolled an 11, and despite having Lancers and the flank attack, we failed the charge, and that Lancer regiment recoiled back through its colleague and has disappeared off the table, or at least back to the baseline. So all across the line here, much as in the real battle, now all the Allied reinforcements are here. The French army is just unable to push the Allied forces back towards Quatre, and indeed the Allies, much as in the game, have recaptured the fortified farm and hold all of Basseau Wood. Unlike in the real thing, the Cuirassier Brigade was not able to do a daring charge all the way up to the edge of Quatre, and indeed just recoiled when they hit the first battalions. So all in all, great fun game. Lots of troops on the table. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.